Shalom and a very warm welcome to our outdoor studio here in our garden in Mevaseret Zion. My name is Jay Rawlings, and I'd like to bring to you some perspective on the situation that's happening here in the Middle East, especially in Israel, and with the war against Hamas in Gaza. And just to give you some background and some information so that you can understand more easily, the tragic loss of life in this area, and we certainly are sad about that. But there's 7 biblical reasons I want to address today about why Israel is a unique nation among all the nations of the world, and why Israel is always actually fighting for its life, fighting for survival. And now the Jewish people worldwide are struggling against anti-Semitism. There's a saying that there's hardly any city in the whole world today where Jews are safe against attacks of anti-Semites. Why is this the case? Well, the current unrest between the Jews and the Palestinians, especially Hamas, in this time, is a rehearsal of millennia of hatred that has been perpetrated against the Jewish people. What does the Bible say? It talks about how the nations will rise up against Israel, and especially in the last days. But after the 1967 war, there was, and Israel was the victor in that war. The Arab League got together in Khartoum, Sudan, and they decided on a policy. And what was that policy? The policy was regarding Israel, and it was called the 3 No's. In other words, there would be no negotiation with Israel, no recognition of Israel, and no peace with Israel. And that policy has been maintained until this very day. Sadly, this position has scuttled every attempt at peace by Israel with her neighbors. And I'm talking about the Palestinians, the PLO, Hamas, and Hezbollah, now situated in Lebanon. Why is it? But the interesting thing is that it is possible for Israel now to establish peace with their Arab neighbors, if we just have to remember what's happening with the Abrahamic Accords, where peace between Arabs and Jews is happening in Bahrain, in Morocco, in United Arab Republic, or United Arab Emirates, the Sudan I mentioned, and all of these nations that were former enemies are now making peace with Israel especially because of the economic advantages that it offers those nations. So the Bible records that at least 7 times Israel is a unique nation, and I want to bring some of those reasons to you today so you can understand what this battle is all about, the basis of it. Reason number 1. Israel is the only nation promised to bring blessings to all the nations. I emphasize that again. Israel is the only nation promised that would bring blessings to all the nations and all the families of the earth. No other nation has that promise, but Israel has it. The Lord instructed Abraham in his dialogue with him and said, I will make you a great nation, and I will bless you, and I will make your name great, so that you will be a blessing, and will bless those that will bless you, and I will bless those that bless you, and the one who curses you I will curse, and in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed. And actually, in a certain way, it means that they will bless themselves. If they bless the Jews, they will be blessed. They're in line for a blessing. So please read and consider this promise, and tomorrow I will present to you point number 2 in this series of 7 biblical reasons why Israel is unique, a unique nation. Now, but remember, and all of these choices that I will share with you, all of these 7 reasons, it's a choice. Every person, every nation, every government leader around the world has a choice whether or not to enter into these promises. So shalom, and we look forward to being with you again. Please don't forget to subscribe on our channel because it really helps us. Thank you so much. See you next time.